get a good team, because at the end of the day, no matter how much money you have, no matter how rich you are, what actually matters is the people that you work with. At the end of the day, it is about the people. Who doesn't want to have a slice of real estate, especially in the sunny climes of Perth? So that was a motivator. And obviously building wealth and securing future were primary objectives, and that's the reason why we sort of gravitated towards the investing route. So at the start of the journey, it was like jumping off a cliff with the fear that the parachute wouldn't open. So there was a bit of a trepidation because it was an uncharted territory for us. But then, of course, progressively, it made us feel more and more confident as we started engaging with a range of people involved, and especially the Harcourts team in Mandurah. I think they pretty much looked after our peace of mind. So there's lots of hoops to jump through. That's where Harcourts Mandurah came into the picture. So they did all the paperwork for us. It was all seamless. All our conversations were easy. They made it easy. So we settled on the 10th of October and the property was let on the 11th of October. So settled and let, in less than 24 hours. I think that's a woohoo moment. And that is a testament of the relationships that they have built in the community. And relationships that are characterized by trust and confidence, and getting beautiful tenants, by the way. It's not ticking a box. It's actually doing things wholeheartedly, sincerely, genuinely, putting your head and heart in equal measures to deliver a positive outcome for your client. We live 50 kilometers away from our current property. Yeah. And so Harcourts, being the local legends, they are looking after my property just like it is their own. So it's like a family kind of thing, and that's what I really appreciate. Harcourts Mandurah, I think I would just close my eyes and, with arms wide open, I would trust them, So that's really important. So I've learned about trust a lot. Jamie and Lisa and our property manager, Brianna. 3 of them, my 3 musketeers, they have just been phenomenal. Jamie, so easy to talk to, always available on the phone. There hasn't been one incident that I can recall where I have called and he hasn't picked up the phone. If you happen to buy a property in South and the Peel region, make sure that you go to Harcourts. You knock on their door, and I'm sure they won't complain of noise. They have built a really strong network within the community, not just with the local community, like for example all the maintenance people, gardeners and things like that, so they pretty much can get things done instantly for you. I can, cross my heart and hope to die, put my hand in heart, and I can say that I can vouch for them. I have experienced it, so there's this, and none of my interactions with Harcourts Mandurah has been transactional. It's not transactional. They don't make you feel like you're talking to an AI. Yep, it's quite a human-centric approach, which I think has carved a niche for them in the Mandurah market. It's a very rare thing to find nowadays, to have someone who is so kind and so human-centric. So these are good human beings. Human beings the way they're supposed to be. I thank God that I've actually got to work with Harcourts Mandurah.